stream. Looks like it's ready.
Says the channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of Bad Advice. It's Saturday, 2 o'clock. I am your host, Drew Marks, like I am every week. I am joined here on Bad Advice by a panel of very funny people. We have Lang Parker.
Hey, thanks.
Nice to have you. Love your enthusiasm.
Nice to be had.
Sal Rodriguez. Emery Emery.
Sorry, drinking water.
No problem. And Heather Henderson is back.
Whatever.
Yes, we all love being on the show. If you're new to Bad Advice, what we do is we will take questions from anyone, anywhere. The weirder, the better. And we are here to offer you not any help, but in fact, some bad advice. That's right, bad advice. Give us an hour. We will give you plenty to feel icky about. Go to our website. It is thebadadvicepodcast.com. You can register there. You can subscribe for free on iTunes. And also check out the store where you can get your own Bad Advice t-shirt or tank top. They're only $10. We'll send it to you, and you get to wear it and send us a picture of you in it. We'll put it up on the website. That's pretty much everything.
That's right.
Nice.
You can follow on Twitter at Drew's Bad Advice. Yes, Sal.
Drew, you actually said, is my mic?
Oh, wow. His mic's not on.
Oh,
Let's try that.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, right.
Sorry,
You
sorry.
actually said that.
I'm sorry, I had the Mexican filter on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Wow, we're starting early. We're starting early. Drew, you had mentioned that everyone can write in a question, but I understand you had restrictions against people with lupus.
Oh, right.
no, I won't lick them.
Oh, okay.
I will answer their questions. I will not have any physical contact, and that was not lupus. That was lepers.
That's right. To call back to last week's
You have
show.
to listen
Which-
to the Licking a Leper episode.
Go back. Was it last week? It was last week.
2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
2 weeks
missed
ago?
that. I'm
What
so
about it?
sorry.
You must go listen to that episode because at some point during this episode, and I'm sorry that Marie's not here because I just would love to rub her face in something I discovered about
Wait,
leprosy.
you'd love to rub her face or rub your face in something?
Yes. So
What did we discover?
I happened to be watching TV. I think it was called Monsters Inside Me.
No.
And there was an episode about a guy who got leprosy. And they were very clear on that episode.
Unclean!
How did he get it?
I know. He and his
He licked
brother
the Pope?
were in the woods. The dog chased down and killed an armadillo.
With
And
leprosy?
And apparently they touched or handled the bloodied armadillo. And armadillos
Armadillos
are
can-
Armadillo.
they're the most common way by which to contract leprosy in
Shut
the
your
United States.
face. So people
Yes.
were licking armadillos?
They
back
didn't
in the
lick
day?
it. No, they touched
Did the
its
Pope
blood.
lick an
It was a
armadillo?
blood thing.
Oh.
And they were kicking it with their feet, so the leprosy got on their
sneakers?
on their hands, and then they probably went home and didn't realize it and had lunch or something.
It sounds
Armadillos,
like
you hear
what-
that, Texas?
Yeah, but it sounds like what you're saying is that if you take the guy that handled a dead, bloody armadillo, had a higher chance of contracting leprosy than a pope licking a person with leprosy.
Okay, first of all, licking. You're amazing at this. He kissed their face. Okay, that's what we were.
When you
talking
kiss,
about.
do you use tongue?
Well, not if I'm the Pope and I'm talking to someone with leprosy.
You know nothing about the religious people. They lick
Son of a
everything.
bitch. No.
Ask the kids.
You're out of your mind.
All right, we're going to get started.
All right.
In addition to taking our questions, and you can leave those right on the website, just go in the contact section on thebadadvicepodcast.com. You can also do it on Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. But all our questions later. We're going to start with two stories. Our first one, a Canadian couple visiting Mexico died this week while having sex in a hotel hot tub. Apparently, Charles McKenzie, age 67, and his wife Dorothy, 63, were staying at the Playa Car Palace Hotel, and they were in town for their 35-year-old daughter's wedding, which was going to be held that Thursday. Well, they had a couple drinks, got a little busy, and then Charles died when he suffered a heart attack in the hot tub.
Before the wedding.
Yes.
Oh.
His
true, though,
body
because-
then began to crush Dorothy's,
my
and
God.
she reportedly drowned just moments later. Yes, her death was ruled asphyxiation by submersion. The daughter is the one that discovered the parents' bodies. And it's unclear whether the wedding went on as planned.
Well, what a lot
Well,
of
at
people
least
don't
she
know.
got to come and go.
Wow! A lot of people don't know that in Mexico you're not supposed to drink the water or fuck in the water.
You damn spanky.
What?
It's true.
Yeah, but they don't warn you when you go to Mexico not to go down on someone who's drunk the water. I learned
That's
that lesson
true.
the
Yeah,
hard
right?
way.
Because you can get leprosy.
Now, here's the thing, though. How big do you have to be? Because water
Yes.
makes you buoyant. Like,
Right.
if someone
You're
is on
30%
top
lighter,
of you,
I think, right? Or,
But the tub could have been very, very small as well. So like, you're kind of shoved in there underneath someone.
So he just made it. He was basically like a solar cover for a pool. He just sort of
Maybe she had a crushing fetish. I know about those.
She should have been on top. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Roger that. If you're dating someone
Yeah.
who can drown you, get on top.
Get on
Get
top.
on top
You
and
fucking
ride
dumbass.
that trigger. God
So
bless America.
we started the show off by giving out good advice.
Well, Lang, I see Lang as an on-top woman. I've seen your arms.
Well,
I've seen these arms hold a gun, I believe, in one of your photographs.
Gonna go shooting tomorrow, a matter of fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Where are you
I
going?
masturbate to her Facebook page.
to,
Yeah.
to her,
She's just
to her
fine.
biceps.
She's just everything about her. is
To be
amazing.
fair, that's any Facebook page.
Right. Do you go to a range or
Yeah.
do you go, okay, do you have like a favorite range? I've always
I-
wanted to go shooting.
Oh, really?
I
I didn't know
have.
that.
I
You should
have.
go tomorrow.
Wow.
Tomorrow's safety, brushing up on your safety.
I've never shot a gun
Yeah, I don't
before,
care
so
about
I want to
safety.
actually do it to see what it's like.
So much fun.
I
She's
believe
She's
you.
an amateur.
It is fun.
I mean, I don't want to own a gun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want
I
a
don't
gun.
wanna
I don't want to
I've
really
had
be near
one.
them, but
I'm
I
done.
want to shoot one or
I
two
like
and see
shooting
what it's
guns.
like.
Yeah,
do.
guns in the home, instant permanent mistake. I just want to avoid the possibility.
It's true. Like, I don't want a girlfriend, but I want to have sex.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
kinda like
Totally.
that.
yeah, a girlfriend in the home, instant permanent mistake.
Totally.
Yeah.
just
Totally.
avoid it.
Or boyfriend.
I wouldn't
Thank
know
you.
anymore. Nice
Wow.
I looked
Where
to
are
the
the
left and I
cameras?
was getting darts from Heather. I don't know why.
By the way,
Gun darts.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to
gun
say
darts.
a quick hello to our listeners. We have Treasure. We
Trevor.
have Trevor, Sasha.
Let's play
Let's
this,
play
bro.
this, bro. Fat floats.
Fat floats.
Fat floats.
Well,
Obviously not
But
the
it
guy
also
from Mexico.
creates a seal. Yeah.
Definitely a seal.
It's like exactly right there. It's like a little plastic wrap for your wife.
So what
Right.
she should have done actually
The other-
is she should have ate her way out.
Oh. Wow, that's a good one. I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
it was very good. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd think
Oh.
that'd be hard to swallow, but with all that water, it goes right down. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's how they
Always
washed out
carry
all
a
those hot
straw.
dogs.
You know, like the people who get
That's
lost.
a good idea. Like,
The troops that get lost in the, you know, in
jungle?
Alaska or you
Oh.
know in somewhere where there's all that snow and they have to eat their
Like alive.
other members.
I
Like the
don't.
soccer team.
Donner
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she should have just taken a sacrifice and ate her way out, and she would have escaped. At least one of them would have escaped.
Well, if you're with a fat person in a hot tub, you should just be snorkel fucking. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
only way to do
There
always,
you
that's
go.
it.
That's the
always,
only way.
I agree. Carry the long straw, like in Vietnam when they had to hide underwater in the reeds.
Yeah.
That's what
Get
you
him
got
out.
to do. It's like
Get him out.
yeah.
I will begin eating if the Bad Advice podcast goes over an hour 15. I will start eating somebody. that will happen.
How? What do you mean?
Which
Right?
version of eating are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, what do you
Zip?
I like how Heather and Lang just immediately look over, smiling. Go on.
Yeah. And do you have
you
a
were
nice
saying?
technique? Or,
No, I'm all about veracity. My technique went out the window years ago.
that's good,
I'm just
too.
excited to be there.
I'm excited when they're excited. And that makes me excited.
By the way, to our earlier story, one of our listeners, Trevor, wrote, that's why they put the Pope in a bubble to keep him from licking.
Fuck you, Trevor. Stay off my side. No, get on my side.
He
The
likes
bubble
you.
mobile.
Stay off Drew's side.
All right.
Um,
I think we've done enough advice for that one.
yeah, I have no more advice.
Yeah.
Don't fuck fat people.
No.
Well, here,
like
I
the
will
fatty.
say this. The
Am I fat
fatties are
shaming now?
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fat shaming.
No, it's not the fat people you shouldn't be doing. If over 60, you should stop.
Really?
Drew,
That's
Oh,
what?
It's an age
Drew,
thing, huh?
Drew,
What?
how old are you? Since you put on your glasses,
I'm
you've,
done
you've
anyway.
aged 5 years.
54.
I've never
but
seen you with your
yeah.
glasses before.
You're
No,
six
it's not that
years
it's-
away.
it's
He's got
not-
6
I know.
years, yeah.
It's not over 60. It's like don't do things like the Kama Sutra. Don't try your luck in areas where you haven't stretched or you're not used to
Yeah.
doing. You know, don't
That's
try to
true.
do some physical shit
It's true.
in bed.
Especially if you're
People
Canadian.
get hurt.
Yeah.
Eh?
It's true. The last time I got a blowjob, I started getting a calf cramp. I started writhing and moaning. The girl's like, "Yeah, you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
Sure.
Can you massage a little to the left?
So it's so rare for you that you won't stop for a fucking stitch, you moron?
The last time I was in missionary position, my triceps started giving out. I got to work out to have sex now.
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you're 65 or whatever, you need to like actually be active in order to.
One day, I'm pretty sure Sal's going to kill someone.
Sal needs to do the P90 sex program.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that. We should
Work-
market
I like that.
Work
P90
90
sex.
sex.
I like that P90 sex.
There you go.
that. P90 sex.
I'm good that way. You know, you did raise an interesting point. They're Canadians.
I did? Yes, they are.
So if one thing I think you can
mean
take
half
from that is
their heads are
Canadians
cut
are
in
not
half?
meant for warm water activities.
No.
No,
Yeah,
frozen
why aren't they-
lakes.
yeah,
that
they
kind
should
of
be
thing.
fucking
a
on ice.
Canadian should not be in a hot tub.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing.
Maybe they were just trying to get back home because now they both are on ice.
Waka
I'll be
waka.
here all hour.
All right. They have done a survey, and this was about bathroom habits, and apparently 61% of Americans pee in the shower.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Only? Only?
Yeah.
What is wrong with the other? Someone do the math for me.
39.
Thank you. What is wrong with the other 39%? You fucking pussies.
I mean, I don't even use the toilet. I exclusively use the shower. Actually.
Well, yeah, it's like a double whammy. You know, you're taking a shower and going to the bathroom, then you have to flush. It's perfect.
It's
And you're cleaning at the
conservation.
same time.
Yeah,
Right,
because
yeah.
it's
Killing any
acidic, so it
bac-
cleans the drain like Drano.
I don't know if
Back-
that's.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Yeah, it's not a
Fungus on your feet, gone.
Yes,
I have beautiful feet.
it's an antiseptic.
Holy shit! I gotta pee on Heather's feet.
Well,
Yes,
look,
please
it's a
do.
good idea if you've got those sea anemones, you know,
That's
like
right.
in the shower,
Yeah.
because when they sting, you're supposed to pee on it. You know,
That's
Right,
not even,
right,
that's
right.
not even
That's-
true. That's
not
not
Is
true.
it?
No,
You know,
it's
Drew's
true.
not gonna have us back when we keep calling him out on his bullshit.
We're
Every time
skeptics. What do you
listen,
want?
Yeah.
When I say something, we go with it's true.
Yeah, yeah. What
I
part
like
of,
the
what part
story-
of yes and do you not get?
Yeah.
This is not called Drew's true advice. Okay, I'm just
Ah,
saying.
well done, Heather.
It's all
Thank you.
Drew's world.
Stand up to the fallacies.
And the phallics.
I know you'll stand up for those, but listen, you know,
Galaxies.
there's some interesting. 41% admit to pissing in swimming pools.
No,
I don't
Oh.
like
no,
those people.
no.
I do not.
Adults?
I do not like. Yeah. I know exactly. You see, you're all like, "Oh, the shower's cool, but the pool, nah."
People are gross. Can I share something with you guys? I have seen adults pick their nose and eat their snots. I've seen it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you?
I see it all the time at
pe-
stoplights.
people are gross. I do not go in public pools.
Yeah. Oh, because
I don't
of
even
nose
go in my
picking?
own bathtub because of that.
Yeah, I'm gross.
Every once in a while, Heather will be taking a shower, and I'll just open the door and piss in there.
See now,
She seems bothered by that.
this is why I don't shower anywhere but at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Because you can piss and be
Oh
fine.
yeah, you're one of those shit at home guys, aren't
I
you?
am.
No, I wear
won't use a public
flip-flops. If
restroom.
I take a shower anywhere, I always, well, except friends, places, but if I'm at a hotel, I always wear flip-flops.
That's good advice.
Well,
Really?
wait a
Oh,
second. Why
don't-
not your
no.
friends? Your friends might be gross too.
Nah.
you could come to my house because no one's peeing in my shower.
It's
Okay.
true. He's a neat freak.
Yeah,
Drew's a neat
it's
freak.
not happening.
Hmm.
Are you guys like okay when you have a significant other? Like, are you okay with them being in the bathroom while you
Or
go to the bathroom?
peeing on you when
Oh,
you
I love it.
shower.
All the
I have no
time.
problem with that.
All the
Yeah.
time.
I
I've
mean-
had that. I've had that.
No,
Wow.
magic is
When
gone.
I'm-
if
when
I
I'm-
see that, we're done.
When I'm in the bathroom and he has to
Really?
pee, he'll go in the shower and pee while I'm peeing or
Sure.
doing whatever.
Yeah.
If she's on the toilet and I really have to go, I'll just step in the shower.
Wait,
and
hang
take a
on. Are
piss.
we talking about pee-pee and poo-poo or just pee-pee?
I don't shit
You
in
are
the
not
shower.
She
shitting in
doesn't
the
shit in the
shower.
shower.
Yeah, you
I might be
don't.
shitting.
No, I mean, if you're shitting, will he get in the shower?
Even if I'm shitting,
Yes.
he'll go in and he won't get a shower. He'll just pee in the shower and then
Yeah.
wash it down.
And then I rinse my feet off.
All right.
I'll stand
told
on the
him-
edges, but even then, you feel a little bit
Splash,
of splashback
the
sometimes, so
splash.
I'll rinse off my feet.
Okay, well, here we're going to go over some of the other points. This is the only important one because, like, there's all these. They ask people, do you wipe from the back to the front to the back? They have all
Oh,
these.
don't get me
things.
started on this one.
I go left to right, actually.
Oh, shut up.
I do.
I don't wipe at all
The hell is
Apparently,
the matter
it
with
says
you?
43.
I swirl.
with a
Swirl.
brush.
Swirl with a kick at the end.
Honestly, what does everybody do? I'm really curious. This is one I'm big on because all right. I'm just gonna be honest. I've been losing a lot of weight recently. I've
Okay.
lost about 40 pounds.
You look good.
When I
Leprosy.
I learned when I hit 130, I think, or
Wow,
125. When I hit that point going upward, I was no longer capable because I'm a short guy with short arms, wiping from the back. So my whole life,
Fascinating.
right? Isn't that a fascinating thing?
That is
This is
fascinating.
My
not
whole-
fucking fascinating.
my whole-
No, it is
Your
not.
girlfriend
I'm
is
with
getting
Heather.
so hot.
Ah,
She's getting
turn-
so hot right
I
now.
turned her mic off. So I'm just kidding. So I was frustrated by that because my whole life that's how I knew to wipe. That's all I knew to. I
you don't
realized
have a
I
fucking
had
vagina.
Yeah, that's how women wipe.
I have balls.
wipe like a woman.
I never want a girl to go down on them and go, you got some shit on your balls.
Oh.
I-
You
I
don't
tried
have to
I don't
swipe
have
all the
shit
way
on my
up to your
balls.
fucking balls. There, you can swipe the anus and then stop.
And then you stop at the perineum.
I learned that, but at this point I had not yet. So I
Okay.
figured out how to reach in from the front and wipe. And now I'm losing the weight, and just for joy purposes,
Now he
I
starts in the
reach-
middle of his
Joy.
back.
I reach back.
He just the middle
Now
of
I'm
his
going.
back. and
I'm
he
going
just-
in the back door now, which is my preference anyway.
Oh god.
Wow.
You guys know I hate poop jokes. Why is this? Even
Oh, I
happening?
didn't mean to. You brought it
Yeah,
up,
he
you
brings
son
it
of
up.
a bitch.
I
You
thought
brought
we
up-
could move past it
Steve
quickly.
McVicker says I use salad tongs to wipe.
Oh.
No, you can't
What's the
wipe.
three?
You can pick.
And then you
3 shells. I use
shells.
3
and
shells.
then you toss a salad after you use the
Oh,
tongs.
nice.
No, I remember.
goodness.
I wipe with a rag on a stick. Remember that from The Simpsons?
Yep.
Well, the only one of this that I really kind of
It's
kinda
stuck in your
have a
craw?
passionate about
Yeah.
That I get is
Passionate.
no, it's okay. Where is this one?
I'm going to guess.
60% believe the toilet paper roll should go over the top and down the front as opposed
don't
to...
Yes.
understand
Yes. Over the top. Yes.
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 Over
You
the
guys
top.
are over the fucking top. I don't give a shit either way.
No,
Either
but
do I.
There's
I'm
only
like-
one way it should be, and that's the way.
Why is it should be?
I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. When sitting on a toilet and you reach for the toilet paper,
Yeah.
you have a good visual cue of where that delineating line is when it rolls this direction.
Yes,
but
thank
when it
you.
rolls the other direction,
Thank you. It's simple
It could
science.
be anywhere.
Yeah.
Have you
Science.
never fucking seen toilet paper before? You know where the line
No,
is.
you
Exactly,
don't.
because
No.
it's never back around. It's right where I just ripped it off.
Right.
Okay, this is
No, you
this,
don't,
This,
because I
this
insist
is a
on
side
pooping in a
effect of
pitch
never
black
having-
room.
Some companies be hiding that line. They be
I
hiding
am
it.
learning so
Lang,
much about
this,
you today.
This
Drew.
tells us you have no friends, and you need friends
true.
because
Yeah.
because
You have no people
because
coming
any
over.
if
'Cause
you're
I
in a
was
house with more than one person, you have no idea where they've left the toilet paper. You just don't know.
Oh, I do, so it doesn't really matter. It's
yeah.
all about me.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one of the things I like to do when I go to a hotel. You know how they do the little fancy
Yes.
fold.
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You know what I
The
do?
point.
Yeah.
Every time I use that toilet, I fold it back
Yes.
so that when they come in to do my room each night, they think I don't shit.
No, I thought it was because in case the housekeeper needs to shit, in case she goes, oh, I need to take a shit. That
Is that how she
And
talks?
that is always how they
Fucking
sound.
racist.
Yeah.
nobody has shit here, so I will shit here.
Oh my god.
So I don't. Yeah, no, that's not why.
I just don't give a shit. But listen, if you have cats or small children, it's probably good advice to put the toilet paper in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Because
got a point there.
cats and little babies will take their hands and they just swipe it across the front, and they love to unroll
Which
the
is
toilet paper.
exactly why you should never have either of those things.
Hey,
Well,
watch it.
yeah.
Watch it.
Yes, that is
The only
correct.
thing-
High five. Thank
The
you.
only thing stupider or dumber than having toilet paper that comes from the bottom is having kids or cats.
Yes.
Hey, whoa.
Sorry.
Sal
Look,
likes
if you're a
cats.
bachelor, you don't even own one of those fucking rolls. It's just sitting on the back of the toilet.
No.
Anyway.
Yes.
Whoa.
Not in my house, baby.
She hit us with the feminist
Yeah, but you're
side.
weird, so.
I
I'm
am
trying
weird.
to show you my picture of my cat playing with toilet paper, but I can't
Oh.
find it. There it is.
Aw.
It
There he
also
is.
says
There he is.
See?
Which way do you
I
roll your
rest my
toilet
fucking
paper?
case.
Which way
There
do you
it
roll your toilet paper, Sal? Under or
I
over?
go over the top.
Over the top.
Over the top like Sylvester Stallone.
Would you do us a favor?
Yes.
Since you're a regular on the show,
Yes.
will you, just as an exercise, will you start going under and see if the cat stops messing with your toilet paper? Because I'd like to call my girlfriend a stupid shit.
I will try that. I will
You
do that.
already
in-
do
He'd like
in
to,
honor
but
of
he
you.
won't.
Let me tell you guys this. So one time while growing up, my mother, I don't know where she got, there was some sort of, I think it was like a new idea that like, if you turn this toilet paper sideways, you'll use less. So my mother turned the toilet paper sideways. So for years we had sideways toilet paper in our house because my mother thought that we would use less in that regard.
Well, she's wrong probably about that. Oh, hold on. Let's just turn the mic on
yeah.
up there. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Go.
What do you got?
Nope, it's not working. Sorry.
Yell it out. He was a janitor.
So our video switcher was a janitor.
And I was under my whole life, but I switched to on top
He was under his whole life. Then he switched to on top
because I found out you used something like 25% less.
because he discovered.
Yeah, because when you pull,
25%.
gravity just
Yes,
makes that thing
yes.
spin out of control.
But then your hand is 25% filthier after that.
When you pull
You
I don't think it's
shit
the
on
gravity.
Your hand.
from
You're not
behind,
supposed to.
it'll rip from behind
When you-
with an extra square.
I see. When you pull from behind.
But then you can do what Cheryl Crow does and uses one square.
Was it
That's
Cheryl
so
Crow who said
silly.
that?
What?
That's the
It wasn't
ridiculous.
Cheryl.
It wasn't?
I don't think.
I thought it
No,
was Google it.
Will Smith
Wait,
uses
who
baby
was it?
wipes. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith use baby wipes.
I
every
do
time they
too.
do
I
it.
We
love
use-
them.
we use
I
those.
love
Those are
them.
great.
They're phenomenal.
If I wish I lived in a country where that had bidets. Well, not right now. Not
Bidets
not
are
today.
awesome. Have you
But
seen the
generally-
automatic toilets? Automatic toilets that,
Yeah,
that
a
bidet
buddy
you?
of mine has them.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. No, a client of mine has them.
We are going to move on.
We got to find out who said the one
I'm on
sheet.
it.
Okay,
I'm on
thank
it.
you,
I'll
'cause
get
you're-
it for
you're
you.
faster.
Yeah.
And
So,
the only-
any
the
good
last
advice, bad
thing-
advice here, or are you done?
The only advice is if
Use
you know
baby
if you
wipes.
know someone, and I'm sorry Heather, but if you know someone that like is doing that thing where it's coming from the bottom of the roll,
Yeah.
they're heretics and you should not hang out with
Yes.
them. There's something
Yeah.
definitely wrong with them.
Heretics, which is like a country, I think.
Yes, country of heretica.
So I want to say that Lang is totally right. It is Cheryl Crow.
Wow.
One square
Wait,
my ass.
Double ply or single ply?
But you could pull those apart.
That makes a difference. That makes a difference. Single
Then
ply
you're your hands are gonna get a little dirty.
Now it also said 43% of people admit to looking at the contents in the bowl before
Always.
flushing.
Oh, I want to know what's coming out of me.
That's such
unhealthy
bullshit
not to
because
look.
everyone looks. There's how
It's
do you
unhealthy
not
not
look?
to
You
look.
got to
Because
make
they
sure
won't
like
admit it because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gross.
Wait.
gotta
What
make sure,
are you
like-
looking for exactly?
you got to
You
make sure
don't
there's
know,
not like a
worms,
snake in there.
whatever.
Exactly, a hamster
corn,
or
and he
whatever.
didn't even eat
You know,
corn.
I don't look at my own excrement. I have people who do it for me.
Yeah, and it's me because he never flushes the fucking toilet.
Oh.
I have a
That's
rule in
so
my
not
house, though. I don't flush number one. I wait till like the third time because I drink a lot of water. I am not going to flush the toilet every time I take a piss.
Yes, if
Since
it's yellow,
the drought, we've stopped.
if
yeah.
it's yellow, let it
let
mellow.
it mellow.
Yeah, it's who cares?
By the way, Cheryl
Your favorite
Crow
topic.
cleared this up in
She
case
did.
anybody cares. She did clear it up. She told the joke, she says, to get people's attention, and it worked. Talk show host had a field day with Crow's comment. She says that it was a joke intended to spark controversy and discussion.
Because there's no way you could use
There's
one.
no fucking
There's
way.
no right. Absolutely not.
yeah.
So let's see. Let's play this. Bro says I always look at my own shit because black is a bad sign. So
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
saying like
right.
for health purposes you should look
Yeah,
at
you
your
should.
shit.
You
Always.
should always
Fucking
know what's going on.
racist. He's a racist.
I would think that by the time your shit is black, you would have had other symptoms to look at.
Not
always.
necessarily.
No.
You
the-
can
one of
you
the-
can have
necessarily.
the
one of
flu
the
or a cold
first
and not know.
warnings
and-
of
One at a
internal
time.
bleeding in your
Black
digestive
stool.
system is black stool. You should always check your stool and always see if you've got every couple months.
agree.
You should
Same
I
check.
thing
will
with my
say
dog.
this.
I always look at my dog shit
Yeah,
every time. And
I
he-
do.
True.
Yeah.
I've seen you do that actually.
Now, but the last thing before we move on, I will say this: I made the mistake once because I like beets.
Yeah.
I
and
know.
I had a bunch
I
of
know.
beets, and I thought there was something horribly wrong with me
Right.
because I'm like, I'm bleeding, and I was not. I just
But it
ate
was a
beets.
beautiful,
lovely shade of red.
Yes.
and
yes.
I
it was
still,
like
I
pink.
still panicked.
Who eats beets? This ain't the 50s.
I
Who
know,
eats
really.
beets?
Who
Oh
be
my
eating
God.
beets and shit?
All right,
Well,
listen, we're
in
gonna
a couple
move
more
on.
weeks, everyone.
Yeah,
It's Thanksgiving.
We're headed toward the beet season.
Oh,
that's
okay.
true. Well, listen, it's time for some politics of stupid. So let's do a little bit of that.
The world is one big tragedy. I wonder what I can do. But I'm not gonna let it bother me tonight. Tomorrow I might go as far as suicide. But I won't let it bother me tonight.
All right, the first one. These people annoy me. It's sort of a thing. People who litter.
Oh my God.
I
guys.
changed the word litter bugs to litter bitches.
Right? Like, here's what happened.
How about
I was at a
pricks?
place where
Yeah.
you had to like
Yeah.
wait. I was at the Sherman Oaks Galleria,
Mhm.
right? And we were waiting to put, you prepay your little card thing and you put it in the machine.
Yeah.
And the arm comes up. This guy drives up, right? And as he's waiting for the arm to come up, I see his window roll down, and he just reaches out and drops like a soda cup and
Oh,
a
hell no.
bag
What?
and just drops it.
What'd
No.
you do?
I didn't do
Heather,
anything.
what would I do?
He would get out his camera, turn it
done
on, and then get out of the car, pick up the trash, and throw it back in the other person's.
I'd chase the guy down to the nearest stoplight, and I would put it back in his fucking
Yes.
car. I've done it
Amen.
more than
with
once.
the camera on.
Yes.
I
True.
wanted to. I will admit to this guy was like in an Escalade and he like I saw a tattooed arm come out of the window. I'm like, all right, I don't think I really want to get
Oh,
involved
you
here.
know what? No, I
don't
have
care.
almost gotten in fights on the street over littering.
Yeah,
Fuck a litterer.
I don't even at the movies. It's like pick up after yourself.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
there's
Yes,
someone
yeah.
to clean up.
They
but
just
that's
dump
really
it.
Not their job.
They just dump it.
They
Yeah.
just leave it. And I'm like, pick up your shit.
Yeah.
and
We all
put
just
it in
sound
the
like old
garbage.
Jews now, by the way. I
It's
want to
all-
point that out. That's what we sound
There's
like.
just so many people. The same thing with picking up dog shit. If I ended up not having a bag, I will take a leaf and take another leaf and make a shit sandwich and clean up after my dog.
Cheryl Crow only uses one leaf.
That's a fucking cold back.
That's hilarious.
Seriously.
Well done. So
Nice.
we're sorry, by the way, Drew. We're sorry you have to suffer through
Yeah.
these shit stories.
Sorry.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I know, I know
It
it's
hurts
hard
me.
for you.
But
I
let
know
me
it's
tell you this
tough.
though, Drew, because I know that you're a dog lover. I saw my neighbor. Somebody had put dog shit on, that area between the sidewalk and the street, that little grass area. So she said, "Oh my God, there's shit there." So I saw her get the shit and throw it in the street. And I was like, "Since when does grass belong better on the street than in the grass?"
You mean
shit.
You
Shit.
said grass.
There we go. Since
Yeah.
when does shit belong
And
better on the
sometimes
street?
grass is shit.
That's true. So do you think that shit should be thrown from the grass onto the street?
No, definitely
No,
not.
no.
Keep it in the grass. Let
Yeah.
it dissolve. Whatever the fuck it
I
does.
will say this, and I clean up after my dog all the time as well. I'm a responsible dog owner. However, if you leave that, at least it's biodegradable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's eventually not going to be a huge problem. It's unsightly, and I don't want someone to have to step in it because that's how I ended up ending Blockbuster's run.
What?
What?
I am personally responsible for
You
Blockbuster
brought down
going
Blockbuster?
bankrupt. Did I never tell this story?
Well, we
What?
are all fucking headphones,
Oh,
my
wow.
friend.
All
this
right.
is something I am not proud of.
It's an anti-Mormon
When I
thing,
lived
then?
in Culver City, me and two other people walked over to the Blockbuster. We were going to get a movie, and right before I walked in, on that little median, I stepped in very liquid dog shit.
Nice.
Right, and I didn't even notice at first, but when I walked into the store, I'm like, remember how they had all the movies on the shelves, and you would take the empty box up and get the movie? Well, I'm like, oh my God, it's horrible, and I panicked, and I didn't know what
Everyone's
to do.
been there, right?
So I
Yes.
just,
Sure.
I panicked, so I just kind of rubbed my shoe on the carpet.
Oh.
And then I realized, oh my God, it's still with me. And so I moved to a different section, thinking, all right, at least it's just going to be over there. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's still really bad. So I did it. And now I'm in a different section of the store, and I rub it into the carpet again.
What is wrong
Say-
with you?
I'm not done. I didn't say, I said I'm not proud of this story.
Two places. Oh, Jesus.
So then it's
This
two
is the
places.
these are
I'm
the
like,
actions of a man in panic. you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is.
We've all made
I was
this
in
mistake.
full-blown panic
Yeah.
mode at this point,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's a Jewish thing.
I
Oh,
moved
yeah.
to another section of the store, and I'm like, oh no, it's still with me. So now I'm like, clearly rubbing it into the carpet isn't working. So I don't know what I was thinking, but on the bottom shelf, I scraped my shoe across, and now there was like a chunk on the shelf, and that started to smell. I'm like, okay, I can no longer move. There is no other like part of the store that I was comfortable going to. So I'm like, guys, pick a movie. I'm out of here, right? And as I'm heading for the door, because I'm like, I can't deal with this, I hear one of the employees goes, "Oh my God, there's shit on the shelf," right? And I go
Wow.
running out of the store. And the next day is when I discovered Netflix. And that store was closed within a month.
Well, you created a hazmat.
Yes, yes, I
hazard.
did.
Yeah.
I personally ended Blockbuster.
Well, in the beginning, Netflix's motto was "You never have to wipe your feet." That was what they came up with.
Ah.
And I think this may explain my aversion to poop stories because I have a personal attachment.
Wow, we're getting to the bottom of some personal issues here.
You don't need therapy. You just need
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, you just did it.
And
How
I
do you
think,
feel about that?
I think the reason I'm against marriage is when I was young, my father once said, "Son, don't ever get married," and then burn me with a cigarette. But I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it.
We have some advice for you.
Okay.
Wow, that's an amazing story, and thanks for sharing it.
No problem.
Yes, thank you, Drew.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, we were talking about litterers and how awful and stupid they are. You know, I think all of us are over 30 now.
Except for me,
And or how old are you?
29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So
Damn it! I can't
You have a
pass.
drinking
I can't
problem
pass
older than
anymore.
29.
So we have to understand that we were all under 30. We were all in our 20s once. And we all did these things. We all wiped our shit in a Blockbuster or dropped trash out of our car because we didn't recognize the significance of
Emery
these
is
errors.
absolutely right, except for
No.
I was in my 40s.
No.
No,
You mean this was yesterday?
No, I never did any of those things, but I was a tagger, so I was an asshole too.
You were a
Oh,
tagger.
you were an
All right.
asshole.
We've all made these mistakes. And as we go through life, when I said we all sound like old Jews, my point is we need to try to remember that other people are at a place that we once were and kind of allow for those errors.
Thanks,
I'll
Dad.
allow for the poop,
Yeah.
spreading.
Yeah, because
but not
because you
littering.
did it.
But yes, but not
I
littering.
littered when I was younger. Did you, Lang?
No.
Yes.
Did you?
No,
you
I
didn't
never
litter?
littered. No,
never littered.
I've done a lot of shit.
Heather?
I've never
I
littered.
have littered,
Of course,
but I
she's
have always
black,
felt
so-
guilty about it. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck
But she's
up.
what? She's
Nothing.
black.
I didn't say that. Why would you say I said that even though it's recorded?
I littered, but felt guilty about it.
Yeah, I did too. I started feeling guilty at a certain
It's just like, okay,
it's a growth thing.
we know I do craft service on
Yeah.
the TV shows, the snack table and stuff. So whenever I'm doing the sodas, the little plastic things that hold the cans,
Yeah.
A pet peeve of mine is if I'm working with anyone, you have to
You have to
cut
cut 'em
those
up,
things
yes.
up. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's
Yep.
nice. You care about the animals. I'm like, yeah. Now, I don't like people. We all know that. Like, if the story that I had heard was that little human babies were getting their heads caught, I'd just toss them. It wouldn't faze me at all. But the fact that a bird or a fish might get
Yes.
caught,
Or a turtle, a sea
or
turtle.
a sea turtle, I cannot take that sort of
Yeah.
risk.
One of those gets around a sea turtle shell, and then it grows around it, and it pinches it in the center.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
When I
Yeah.
go paddle boarding, I take a bag with me, or I don't even have to because there's so much garbage in the ocean.
Lang, are you bragging about your fitness?
No, not at all.
When I go paddleboarding, which works the core,
Yeah, I didn't say that part. But when I go paddle boarding, because you can't really do it when you're surfing. That's why
true.
you have to
That
be a
would
little
be
more
difficult.
specific. But yeah, and I pick up. You wouldn't believe what I have picked from the ocean.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everything.
What's the craziest thing?
Well, the obvious condom.
No!
a used or a new?
Well, it was out of its package. Let's say.
Who
that.
throws
you
a
picked
used
it up?
condom into the ocean?
You're worse than the Pope.
Yeah.
Well, who knows if they threw it in the ocean? It could have come from somewhere else.
It's true. It could
From,
have just
from
washed
the
out.
Mile High Club.
Yeah, or
Yes.
a boat, or just garbage accumulating somewhere that somehow got free. And
Yeah.
Well, I'm Mexican. I don't use condoms, so I don't need to worry about it.
Oh.
Oh!
That's why you have leprosy.
What? He's not fucking armadillos.
You
Well,
don't.
we
know
don't know
that.
that.
Right.
Yeah, it's the holidays.
All right, what's next?
Come
Drew?
out of your
Nice.
shell.
Trevor
sucking
says,
fucking
Trevor likes to leave the six-pack on the playground for the kids to play with.
Oh man, man.
Nice.
We know why he
Sounds like
likes
my
the
child.
show.
So I guess the final advice is, what do you do if you either see a litter or no one? I think my advice, if you see a litter, I agree. You should put something back in their car, but it's got to be worse than whatever it is they
So
littered.
dog shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is, you have to amplify it.
Liquidy
that's
blockbuster dog shit.
So like, yeah, I would take Lang's collection.
Condoms?
Yeah,
Used
condoms,
condoms.
needle. Like if you leave a cigarette butt on the ground, I should be able to cover you with
Yes.
used condoms.
I
and,
agree.
And,
Cigarette butts are
and
the worst.
discarded
That drives me
hypodermic
insane. I
needles.
live by a bar, and there's, cigarette butts everywhere. And
Ugh.
I'm like,
I hate
they're
that.
not biodegradable.
No.
Pick your awful, filthy
You should have to
habit
eat
and
them.
put it in the garbage.
Yeah,
So
I don't care if people smoke.
when
I
you-
do not care if people smoke all damn day. Pick
Right.
up your butts. Pick up your damn butts.
Mhm.
When you see someone littering, then what you're saying is draw a shit swastika on their car.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with
I'm
you.
good with
I
that.
like this.
That's good.
That's
Good
great bad
I'm
advice.
gonna
That's
carry
good bad advice.
my dog garbage bag, of his doo, and just keep it with me, and then just throw
Throw
it
it
at
right
the,
at it.
That's
the
a
car.
fine idea.
Yeah.
Especially if the
I'm all
dog
for
had
that.
beats.
Yeah. Yeah. You want it to be more scary. All right, the next one, I have one. Now, if anyone else has a pet peeve they want to throw in, I'm ready. But in the meantime, I have one more because I had to deal with this yesterday.
Okay.
Okay.
The people that go to Costco to have their meals.
Yeah.
The eaters in the aisle.
You mean with
and
the
it's-
samples, right?
Yes, the samples.
Yes.
But here's the one I saw that upset me. Now, granted, look, I'm not racist, but I have a problem with really fat people.
When you say I'm not racist and then you say but.
But
you're-
it's not
you're
a
racist.
race.
Go on.
It's
Fat people are officially a race
fat
now.
people.
they
well,
are. They made it their own race
They're
now.
a race. You can check it
Well,
off
let me just
on a
say, for the
questionnaire.
most part, they're losing the race.
I mean, exactly. They
Right?
are
Did I
losing.
take it right
Yes.
from you? Sorry.
But this one, like the
In the
little,
mopeds?
mobile cart
Yeah.
thing.
The rascals.
Yeah, the rascals, the little rascals. There's nothing little about it. This person had sidled up to one of the free sample things with the cart, and they had like the oxygen tank.
Wow.
And this woman was huge, and she's just in there taking sample after sample. I'm like, oh my God, it's like Jabba the Hutt being fed those those living animals.
There was actually an incident in Burbank recently where an older gentleman apparently was reaching for food samples. This guy comes over, grabs all the samples. The older guy says, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" And the younger guy punches the guy
Yeah.
in the face.
Beat him up, yeah.
Yeah, he beat him up.
Really?
He was arrested.
70s.
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
guy.
in the Burbank Costco.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was arrested and charged for
Over
hitting
samples.
an elderly person. or
elder
something.
abuse, sure.
Elder abuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Over
He's like,
samples.
"Those are my jalapeno poppers, motherfucker!" Bam.
Yeah, see, these people, I don't.
Wow.
You hadn't heard that story, Lang?
No, I've just lost
Such a
hope
great
in
story.
humanity. I'm so over it. I'm like, I just like, yeah, it probably happened.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. It just, I'm done. I'm
So
so
look.
over it.
Slow look.
Last year, because I live 4 doors from Costco, and so for my job, I'm shopping there a lot. We saw these people it looked like they were about to get into a fist fight. And it's because someone just stopped their cart in the middle to have a discussion. And someone's like, hey, can you, and I'm the first one. It's like, I'm pushing a big cart with a lot of stuff. It's like, I've got like 10 cases of water, 10 cases of soda. It's a big, heavy, long thing.
You got a pallet.
And
You're rolling a pallet.
Yeah, they just stop in the middle and like leave their cart and walk over to get a sample or have a conversation. So this other guy was like, hey, can you like excuse us? There's a lot of people trying to get through. And the guy's like, it's not my problem. I'm like,
I would have
yeah,
took his
this is
cart and
going
I
to
would have
blows.
shoved it. I would have shoved his cart over.
Yeah.
It is, for a huge fucking store like Costco, there's not a lot of aisle room. Did you notice that?
No.
Or
No.
when people get off of the plane and they stop right at the end of the walkway,
Yes.
they just stop. And I'm like, move over, you cocksucker. I just drive
Lang has
fast.
guns. I don't know if anybody's aware of this.
That's why I can't have a gun.
I thought you meant her arms were guns.
She has guns.
Well, she does that. She's
No.
gorgeous.
Let me see.
No,
Flex your arms. Flex your arms.
I'm
No, she's not going to do it.
Come on,
Not
Lang.
gonna do it.
Come on, Lang. Let's go.
No.
So listen.
Have you ever wanted to blow someone's face off?
I stopped at blowing
No,
someone. What?
I want to punch people in the esophagus
Yeah.
really hard
Right
so
in
it
the throat.
blows up. Yeah, right.
I want to punch him in the duodenum.
True. Okay, I'm one of those people that go to Costco to eat.
Wow.
I am.
Whoa,
here's-
Heather just came out of a closet.
That's okay
She
if you're
walked
doing
right into
it
the den of
properly.
If I'm doing it properly.
You're doing it
Well,
properly.
the reason why I say this is because I go with my friend Wendy. Now, I don't ever go to Costco to shop for myself. I'm always accompanying my friend Wendy because she goes. And so, while she's shopping, I just go from sample place to sample. I eat lunch.
Right.
It's delicious. But the thing is I have bought stuff because of the samples before. I don't
Yes.
just eat and
Yes,
run.
that is
I will
correct.
actually buy things that I really think are delicious just from eating the samples.
Oh, yeah. No, again, there's a right way and a wrong way. But the people, like, I'm talking about, like, I've seen ones, you said those people got into a fight. I can't tell you how many times I've seen someone where it's like, they've got their whole family. And they'll just, like, the person cooking whatever it is or puts out the sample, and they take 6 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's almost like they're doing this because they don't want to see the fact that they know there's 10 people next to them.
Listen, that you should go and work as a sample giver out at Costco.
I
And
would-
just
I
write
had a
like a
girlfriend who did it.
biography
Yeah, that'd
about
be a
it,
funny
and
story.
just like a
That would
keep
be a
secret,
funny book.
secret camera behind you, and
With the glasses on, little
yeah,
camera, everything.
yeah, and just write a whole book about
I've seen it
gluttony
happen.
and,
How
and
people are
Costco.
pigs and
I'm-
humanity is gone.
I'm pretty sure that Family Guy covers this concept.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And it's not just fiction by good comedy writers. One day I saw a man walk up, get a sample. This was in the Whole Foods.
God, I know where this is going. I'm so
No.
scared.
And he walked away, and I saw him whisper to his wife, which always piques my interest when I see people doing shit like that. And so then I see them go around the corner, and then his wife comes around this aisle, goes back over, grabs a sample, and she acts like she's eating it, but doesn't.
She
and
gives
then
it to her
takes
husband.
around to him.
Yep.
And then, I'm not kidding, they go back around the aisle, and while he's at the other end of the aisle, he quickly throws a jacket on and goes, I'm not kidding, and I'm not done, and I'm not done. And goes back around and grabs a sample and keeps going. And then she comes around, puts a purse over her shoulder, and is carrying something out of their basket to try to
what
disguise
was the
herself.
sample of? That's
Just buy the shit, you
Right?
ass
I-
pipes.
Ma'am,
was-
ma'am,
it
there
was-
was another woman like you earlier. She looked a lot like you, but she didn't have a purse.
Yeah.
That couldn't possibly have been you. Was
Clark Kent.
I would say
When they were
something,
done,
just
they
a-
had 8 samples.
Yes.
I
What-
watched them loop
what was it?
around
Do you
8
remember
times.
what
It
it
was
was?
hummus. I do remember
Really?
it being hummus. The
That's
reason
not
I
even that expensive.
Exactly.
I know. Spend
reason-
the $3.99.
the reason I remember it is because the 8th one, the husband had come back around and grabbed a hummus and dropped it on the floor
No,
and
and
then
left
reached
it.
up and got another one. And as he came back by, they were whispering about whether they should pick it up off the floor.
And did they?
They did not.
Oh, hell no.
They should have
didn't-
been
they did
forced
not.
to.
Litterers.
Yeah, I know, right? But they were contemplating getting a 9th bite off the floor.
Were they Persian? Were they Persian?
I'm not gonna name
Mexican. They were Mexican.
No, I'm not gonna say.
No, the only
I'm not
Mexicans in Whole Foods work there.
Yeah,
Okay?
right,
Let's
right.
get-
It's the whole
That's true.
paycheck.
They're not shot. You're right. They're not
I
shot.
thought you were gonna say the guy took a bite and then put it back. I've seen that before.
No.
Yes,
I-
and it's disgusting. Or
Yeah.
they double dip, and I
No.
will call people out on
Oh,
it because that is wrong.
That is
Yes, it
totally
is
wrong.
wrong.
Especially, well, I mean, family.
I think it's illegal,
Different
actually.
story. I don't, it's like whatever. But public.
I just love how deadly she sounds when she gets pissed, man.
I get irate. It just drives me insane. I hate people.
You will love this story.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
you're
in
gonna get
Costco.
me pissed off.
I'm at Costco. I swear to you, this is true. Because I do the craft service thing, they had a product that I thought would be good for the craft service table. There was an older woman working with this young guy doing the samples. I'm like, hey, this is good. I explain, I give him my card. I'm like, I do craft service, and sometimes the companies will give me a special rate because they want their products, to be exposed to all these people.
Nice.
And the woman's like, well, I'll give you the number, but I don't know if they're going to give you a break. They're Jews.
Oh, wow.
Did you
The
explain
young
that you
guy
were too?
looked at me. I look at her. I'm like, well, so am I. So maybe that'll work in my favor.
Shalom.
Wow.
She didn't even bat an eye. But the young guy working with her, his eyes went wide, and he's just like, he started to back up, going, I think I just lost my job.
Wait, did she mean literally Jews or figuratively Jews?
Literally, she's like, they're Jews, so you know what I mean. I'm like,
What?
did you just say that to me? Holy shit! Like,
Yeah. But of all the people in that scenario, you kind of knew what she meant.
I'm not saying she wasn't right. I'm just saying, why do you say that?
You don't say it, you just think it. You just don't
It's not
say
like
it.
I didn't know.
Nothing funnier than becoming slightly worse than the really bad person in the story. That's
Awesome.
my favorite. Oh, my God.
All right, let's move on to listener questions. Let's give some help.
Oh, you need music, don't
We
you?
do.
Yeah, you can't make me laugh and then ask for
By
that.
the way, some of our listeners.
Hold on a minute.
Not just anybody. You know I need someone.
I do love our listeners. Again, if you are seeing this later, when we're doing the show live Saturday 2 to 3, come on to the thebadadvicepodcast.com and you can type along with the show. And I love some of our things. Like one of our listeners says he takes their dates to Costco, for free food, because that's a good cheap
Nice,
date.
nice.
Someone said
Nice.
hummus is great. It's made of Indians.
He's got it backwards. They only smell like hummus because they eat so much of it.
Right? Yeah, because someone else thought it was made of Mexicans, but I don't know.
Wait, whoa, watch it.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
But yeah, we have very funny people. It's like, no, it's made by Mexicans, not of.
Not
them.
of.
That's
Right,
better.
right.
That's
Yeah,
better.
yeah. His name's Sal, not salsa. Thanks,
Someone
I
else
just
thought it
of
was
that.
Asians, which
That's
that's
cute.
why it was yellow.
Oh! Wow. And what
I've
about
never
what
understood the
about
yellow
the
thing.
tomato or the sun-dried tomato red?
Italians.
No,
Oh.
it's Jews parting the Red Sea.
And there's green. There's an
I got nothing.
edamame hummus.
Yeah. I like the spicy avocado one, but listen, we've
Edamame
so
is
I'm
made
getting
by
hungry.
Yeah, I know. Me too. That's what I eat for breakfast often. Is
Edamame
the edamame
is-
hummus over at
the
Starbucks.
edamame hummus is made by hipsters.
Are you vegetarians?
Ah, nice.
Vegetarians?
We're eating a lot more vegetables.
Vegan.
You're a
yeah.
vegan?
No, not really, but she is currently.
I am currently eating vegan, but I love me some fucking hamburgers.
Oh, I
I'll eat the
know.
shit out of a hamburger if you put it in front of me.
I need one a week. I need one a week.
Go to Pono Burger.
Don't tell me. I can't eat it
She
right
can't
now.
right now.
All
I
right.
can't right now.
Yeah, she's on a totally vegan diet right
She's
now.
vegan.
How long?
I just hung with her. I just hung with her. I just
2
hung with
hours.
her.
2 hours.
Once it started, I committed to the end.
By the way, we're doing the Orphan Thanksgiving on Thursday or Sunday
You're
the 22nd.
eating orphans for Thanksgiving.
Man, it's
God.
just
That's the only
salty.
thing you can fit into a turkey fryer.
I just think,
Gotta be the
you know,
little
Drew's a solutions guy.
The Asian
Sal's
orphans are.
coming? Are you coming to
The
Thanksgiving?
Asian orphans are delicious.
We'll
but
talk
you gotta
about it.
have
Yeah,
another one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's gonna be
I have
fun.
nowhere to go.
You guys?
What?
What are you
is
doing?
It? What
Fill
are you
us
talking
in.
about?
I don't even know what this is.
Are you inviting your listeners? Is that why you're speaking on the air?
Listeners, if you're in the area, let us know. We're gonna be doing it at my house Thursday the 22nd, 2 days before I leave for Thailand.
In Van Nuys. In Van Nuys.
In Van Nuys.
Van
And
Nuys.
we're gonna be frying up some turkeys, and it's gonna be fun.
No, I'm going to my friend Wendy's.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
You like
whatever.
Sorry.
that?
Fine.
Listen, back to help. Make sure you get our questions. Get your questions in on the website. If we like your question, we will send you a Bad Advice T-shirt. Our first one comes from Seth. Seth says, my wife and I have been trying to buy our first house. We recently found a really good deal, but there's a hitch. The house was a scene of a rather brutal murder. I don't have a problem with it, but she says it creeps her out to be in the house and she doesn't think she could handle living there. There's no way we could afford this nice of a house anywhere else.
You take
So
it,
what
you
do we
s-
do?
You sage the crap out of it.
I think it depends on who was murdered and if they deserved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because if that bitch was talking shit,
Yeah.
she deserved to be killed.
Why is it always she? It can be a he.
I don't know why I changed my race either.
All
I
right.
have no idea.
Listen, if anyone burns sage in my house, I will kill them. I can't
Right,
fucking stand
right.
sage. I don't care if there's a ghost or not. I don't believe in ghosts. Never mind.
You
Here's
don't
my
believe in
take.
ghosts?
Okay,
wait,
hold on.
hang on.
Wait,
not,
one at a
not-
time.
not like the ghost of a dead person, but like some sort of entity.
Nope.
Weird
nope,
shit.
Nope.
Are you reading this? Read her tits.
No, but believe me, I've seen it.
Okay.
You've seen my tits.
I've loved them.
And for the listener, it says ardent atheist right across her chest.
It does. I
Right.
got
That doesn't mean I don't. Atheists don't
commitment.
necessarily not believe in ghosts. I just don't believe in ghosts.
No, but I mean, ghost as described as like the spirit of a dead person. Is there some other scientific explanation for ghostly activity?
You know, it's interesting. No one ever goes there. That's the weird thing. You're the
You are
first
the
guy in my
first.
life that I have heard try to suggest there might be another explanation for ghosts. Ghosts exist as we know them
It's a tequila.
because of religion. That's why ghosts exist. If we didn't have religion, we wouldn't even have the concept of ghosts. Now, we might have the concept,
Maybe.
as you're suggesting, we might have the concept of, and I'll tell you who's delved into this,
I ain't afraid no
Lovecraft. Lovecraft has delved into this, explaining the unexplainable experiences that people write off as ghosts, as, say, another dimensional crossover of some sort that has nothing to do with the dead or anything
Yeah.
like that, right?
Sure.
So that's kind of what you're knocking. That's the door you're knocking on, and good for you for thinking in those terms, because that's the way that you figure out it's all bullshit. You really question this stuff.
I do. I question everything, and if I've never had a ghost phenomena, but I have heard other people's tell stories. Now, I can't say anything. It's their experience,
Right.
but
I can.
it's never happened to me. I'm saying, if it does happen to me, I'm going to look into what it could possibly be scientifically.
Heather and I make a living doing this. We are skeptics, and we have another podcast
So
called Skeptically Yours, and we delve into these questions of ethereal, extra perception bullshit.
I personally,
We're going to get back to this after Heather.
We
I
will, we
personally don't believe that there are actual spirits or ghosts or anything. So what this guy should do is, never mind, I have nothing.
No, you got nothing?
You got nothing?
Don't burn sage, please.
No,
Yeah.
don't
I'll
burn
I'll
sage.
have to kill
Do you
someone.
Did we
guys
get too
have
Well,
far
make
away?
sure
I
it's
can start the music
hazmat.
again if you want. We can start it right.
No, we're fine.
Okay,
Look,
all right, cool.
Seth, here's what you got to do. All right, you have to make this more enjoyable for your wife. All right.
Tell her to man up and grab her ovaries and have at her.
Yeah. What you got to do is when she's asleep,
It's all in your head.
get her some fun sex toys and just pretend it's
Yeah.
not you, it's the spirit that's
fun
getting
with
her
it.
off. Yeah,
That's
it's like
so great.
threesome with a spirit.
That's so great.
Yeah.
I believe in the Ouija board. I think that you should, if you believe a place is haunted from a murder, you should use a Ouija board.
Yeah, talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Talk
the
to
way.
them. Yeah, you say, are you an evil entity? Let us know. And you call unto the spirit to ask their true intentions. I believe in this. That's my advice.
Like, you know how they, the voices at night, get little speakers, put them behind the wall, but just have like recordings and it'll just say,
Every
"You
Halloween-
look thin.
Every Halloween, they should just reenact the murder.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
like
Now,
that.
I say, if you're looking for a home, look for the home where a horrible murder occurred. You're going to get a great deal on the house.
You're
Yeah.
damn spanky.
Yeah.
Number
yeah.
2, I apply the world according to GARP philosophy to this. What are the odds 2 murders are going to happen in the same home?
That's true. And that's why
Very
I eat
low.
That's why I
Very
eat
low.
at restaurants after they've had a food poisoning scare.
There you go.
Because it's not going to happen.
You know they're
again.
fucking watching their P's
Yeah.
and Q's at
There
this
you go.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
And
teach.
the other
I
thing-
teach.
The other thing that's really good for you to do, Seth, if you get her to move in, because if you ever decide you're tired of the relationship, it's going to be easy as hell to scare her out.
Nice. Nice.
Ha.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you're just nothing but benefits. I love this. God, he's
Um,
smart.
I'm the ghost is half full kind of guy.
Ghost
You believe in the Brady Bunch approach. Like if somebody wants to buy the house, you make it seem like it's haunted so they can't buy the house. So they don't want to buy the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Our next one is Evan. Evan says, my wife wants us to try giving up TV for a month. I hate the idea. Should I give in or stand my ground?
Netflix.
Give up TV for what? Is she going to blow you every night?
Exactly. Wait,
Yeah.
why?
What am I
Why?
going to get out
work
of it?
this to your you work this angle, man.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got an
exactly.
option here.
If you're gonna
You're
sit
gonna
on my
take
face
something
every
away?
night, if you're gonna sit on my face every night,
Don't do it in a hot tub.
in exchange for TV, except for a Mexican hot tub, then we'll talk.
You could also really fuck with her on this. I mean, you could say, all right, let's write down the rules.
Yeah.
No TV, you mean literally 0? We don't turn the TV on? I can agree to that, but you got to give me something, then you get what you want. And then you go out and buy those goggles where you can watch whatever the fuck you want anytime you want.
Oh,
And
because you're like, you didn't say no
you
goggles.
didn't say I couldn't do this. Yeah.
I say that you anally rape her.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. Easy.
Out of nowhere.
I get Emery to calm down on the rape jokes,
Yeah.
and you step in.
I haven't made a rape joke in hours.
I'm listening.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
I didn't know we were calming down about the rape jokes.
Oh, yeah, we didn't warn Heather.
Oh, that's okay.
I wasn't here, so I didn't get the message.
Not just any rape, but anal rape.
Anally.
Yeah.
She's a little harsh.
Is
When
that,
Heather-
is
when
that
Heather
more of
makes-
an invasion or less of an invasion?
It's more.
Oh,
Is
it's an
it?
For
invasion,
whom?
all right.
For whom?
For the rapee.
Yeah, you know, rape victims that are anally raped don't produce, you know, any kind of fluids to help out.
Republican. Oh,
And they also don't produce babies to
That's- yeah.
tear the toilet paper off the rolls.
Are
She
we
went
talking-
full circle on
wait,
that joke.
Are we
Thank
talking
you.
about legitimate rape?
Right, that's exactly right.
and once again, we are taking a dark turn here on Bad Advice.
Sorry.
Now, here's the thing. By the way,
Poor Drew.
What
Poor
happened?
Drew.
oh, it wasn't
Drew.
being heard.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when you were talking about Sage and all that other stuff, one
Yeah.
of our listeners says, "Easy, that's their stripper name." But no, here's the thing. If Evan, I will tell you this, and this is going to be important to your relationship. Do not give up the TV unless you want to end up in divorce, because the first thing you are going to find when you get rid of the TV is she is going to expect you to listen.
Oh.
There's going to be a lot of that.
Or start doing craft services, you know,
Yeah.
working on a little book or a picture
Get out.
book.
Crochet.
Yeah, knitting.
Crochet.
Unless you are also going to take a vow of silence. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, without TV, are you kidding?
Wait, does that mean that I can't use
Well, I
the
don't
TV?
have a TV.
You don't have a
Wait,
TV.
No.
but can I use it? Like, I have
Computer.
a TV, but it's really just a monitor for when I watch DVDs. I don't really even watch television. I just use it as a monitor. Are we allowed to use a monitor in this agreement?
I don't think so. I think they're trying to I'm assuming they want to get rid of all.
So
the-
no TV
You're
for a
not-
month?
Yeah.
Part of this agreement, Sal, I want to be very clear. You got to fuck his wife before you're part of the agreement.
This is what you do, man. No TV, right? No television shows on TV. So you go get yourself an Xbox
Mhm.
and you buy yourself some games and you play games. It's not TV.
I know, but I think they're trying to eliminate that whole.
Are these the same
She
people
wants
that
to
bought the
talk
house
more.
and she's worried about the TV because the baby keeps being drawn to it?
The baby keeps trying to pull it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Poltergeist.
It's a
Yeah.
poltergeist.
Go into the lights.
It's the
No,
same.
I think this sounds more like those. I just want it to be us. Kind
Ugh,
of thing.
I went 9
God.
years without TV,
I would just say go to the movies then.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
which she probably would love.
Yeah, she'd love
know,
that. Now go to
yeah.
the movies.
You know,
I need to-
you know what you do? You know how they have those little puppet shows in like a cardboard thing? What you do is get a big one, like a refrigerator box, and cut out a hole in it and tell her that if there's no TV every night, she's got to get in that thing and put on a show.
Yeah. Even better, just act really weird every night and do really weird, stupid things that annoy the shit out of her, because then she'll be
Talking to, yeah.
there
That's a
you
good idea.
go.
That's good.
You'll get TV back in 3 days.
Exactly. Way to go. Good idea. All right. Louisa says, I went to a family event a few weeks ago and spent time with a second cousin that I hadn't seen since we were kids.
Oh, God.
They fuck.
We totally hit it off. There was a
And I ate
definite
her box.
attraction. Is it okay to hook up with a second cousin?
It's okay to hook up with your first cousin. Okay, it's
Well
totally
done.
okay.
What?
Well done.
Okay to hook up. Look,
Yeah,
the
I'm with
reason
them on
we're
this.
not allowed to hook up with our family members is because of religion.
Religion,
Okay,
yeah.
religion has ruined it for all people that are attracted to their family members.
What about giant
There is-
foreheads?
namely
Yeah.
first cousins?
You don't have to fucking procreate.
I didn't say procreate. You
Yeah.
can anally rape them, and you don't have to worry.
Damn it.
You don't have to worry about having kids.
Look what you did. That's so funny. No. Sal, you need to be honest, though. There is a science behind it, and he's talking about big foreheads. We're talking about
Chromosomes.
Yeah, chromosomes. So being too closely related definitely can cause problems if you're going to procreate. If you're not going to procreate, I think you should be
cares?
able to
Who
fuck
gives
your,
a shit?
your brother and sister.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
not.
true.
and
Emery
I'm
and I
not
are brothers
joking.
and
So
sisters.
only
Yeah.
oral and anal.
It's true.
Yeah.
I tried to put my face in my cousin Patty's ass when I was about 10.
Yeah.
Like, she was getting into a van, and I was like, oh my God. And I like tried to stick my face in her ass. And she was my cousin. I didn't give a shit.
Well, I think we should
You're Mexican. Chances
Thank
are
you.
everyone is a
I thi-
cousin somehow.
I think we should definitely destigmatize this, and I'll tell you why. Because it's really normal for brothers, sisters, cousins, that sort of stuff, for intersex play, and it fucks people up sexually when they.
Look at her face.
Drew's making a face. I've never seen Drew make a face ever. He's making a face.
It really messes people up sexually and emotionally when they think they've done something that is so horrific and awful. You disagree?
Yeah, no, I'm going to go
Well,
with
I'm
Lang on this
adopted. I
one.
could fuck my brothers if I wanted to. But I'm
You
not
never know.
But
You
I'm not
never
going
know.
to. I mean, it's my brother. No.
I don't even like swimming in the family pool. Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm not
I'll drop the
suggesting.
kids off at the pool.
When I say we're back to those jokes.
Sorry.
Well done. I'm not at all suggesting that we should glorify it. I'm saying we should destigmatize it. They're two totally different things. So I'm
I agree.
certainly not.
I'm not
suggesting-
encouraging it.
Don't small families that are not city families, like I guess families that live in the jungle. What am I trying to say here?
In rural areas.
Not rural, but like in Africa or in another country or places where they're all
Black areas.
Yes, blacks. No.
Philadelphia.
Those sand people. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Aboriginals
if
or
you
whatever.
ever drive up northern Wisconsin, they ain't right looking in the eyeball.
Oh,
You
no,
know
it's
What
I'm
about
the
saying?
Mormons?
The south of the
Mormons,
north.
right? Mormons, don't they
No,
all like?
no Mormons. It's just there's interbreeding
Yeah,
going
no, it's the
on.
south of the north.
It's
It's
like,
absolutely yeah. Just turn the country over.
Not good.
There's
Yeah.
places in South Jersey that are known for that.
Really?
No,
I
you know
live
what's
in South
good?
Jersey. What are you
The
talking
Pine
about?
Barrens?
I loved the Pine Barrens.
People like their sisters in the Pine Barrens.
You know what's good about hooking up with a family member is you don't have to argue about whose family you're going to visit for Thanksgiving.
You don't have to put people on either side of the aisle for the wedding.
Exactly. Just throw them all in
Everybody
there.
just go.
Anywhere you want.
Go watch
If
this
I was
travesty.
attracted to, I don't have a brother or a sister. I'm an only child. But if I was attracted to one of my siblings, I would, of course, atheist now. I wouldn't feel as guilty.
Whoa. So
Yeah.
you would get it on with a blood relative if you were attracted to each other?
Yeah, sure.
I had an attraction with a cousin for a while.
Oh my God, you people are insane.
Yeah.
It's just love.
Yeah.
Yeah, love. That's what it is.
And for the
It's
record, this is what the
love.
Republicans are worried about. Just to be clear.
You're everything Huckabee hates.
I'm being more of a Republican every minute here. All right. Listen, our next one, because I think we've offered all the help we can on that
Yeah,
one.
we're not going
Now,
to
Sal, you just mentioned the family reunion. Check this out. This says, I've been married for 9 years. Every year we switch between our families as to where we spend Christmas. I hate going to her family. They're heavy drinkers and really annoying people. How can I make it stop? That's from Eddie.
Get a divorce. I've
That's
never.
too easy.
So
Have
what
you
does he
been
want to
married?
stop? What does he want to stop?
He doesn't want to
Fighting.
go to her family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
For
drinkers. They're heavy
Christmas.
drinkers,
Wait,
and they're a pain in the ass.
Lang, have you been married before?
No. Why would I do something stupid?
Drew, you are never been married?
Never been married.
I've been married.
It's never
You
going
been
to
married?
happen.
You been
I
married?
was stupid.
Yeah, I've been married a couple times.
A couple of times.
A couple times,
Yeah,
4
yeah.
or 5.
I was married when I was 23, so I was really dumb.
Wow.
Yeah.
For how long?
3 years, but he was my high school sweetheart, so
Oh, yeah,
we
that
knew
makes
each other
sense.
for a long, long time. I thought that was who I was going to spend my whole life with.
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sure. And then you became an atheist.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we're both atheists, actually, and we're still very good friends. My
That's
ex-husband and I.
Does Emery Emery, you know him?
No, not
I've
personally.
not met him.
Ooh, first time. You've met him?
I've not met him.
You've not met him.
We're poly. It wouldn't have mattered.
All
You
right.
guys are polyamorous?
You guys,
Wow, his
we
eyes
don't-
just
Oh,
shifted
what was that
That's a
look?
big
I
word
wonder-
for me. What is?
I wonder if I can get in
polyam-
Emery's pants, Sal thought.
What is a
So-
poly?
Okay, let's.
I don't think that's what he
polyamorous
I
thought.
gotta
is-
educate
It's
myself.
an open relationship. They bring additional partners in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, not
Multiple-
necessarily in
Not-
like
not
for
in-
threesomes.
No.
Not
Multi-
necessarily.
Multiple
necessarily.
loving relationships.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
multiple loving relationships.
So when I hit on you, it's real.
All right, but you guys are not really focusing on
Okay,
Eddie
I'm so
here.
sorry. So sorry.
I'm
What was
sorry.
the thing again?
He doesn't want to have to go every other year to,
To her family because
Why-
they're heavy drinkers
They're
and
drinkers
annoying.
and they're annoying.
Why can't he anally rape her and kill her?
No.
What?
No.
Again, how many times?
I'm sorry. That's all I know.
Okay.
I'm only familiar with that.
All right, here's what you do. I have an answer for you.
I have an answer
What's
too.
his name?
I have a new answer.
Eddie,
Eddie, here's what you do. You're going to go one more year this year. That's it. Yeah.
make it count.
That's it, of course.
And you're going to sleep with all of the women there. You're
Nice.
going to try to bed
Yeah.
them all.
Yes.
She will never let you go
She
back.
will
Listen,
never let you
Problem
go back.
solved.
Yep.
You
Exactly.
fixed it.
She will
and
never
you might
let-
get laid, by the way.
She'll
Yeah.
never let you go back if you at least inappropriately touch one of the children.
There you go.
while you're
Heather
there.
took it to another level.
Nice.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Or you could just roofie everyone's alcoholic drinks.
That's true.
If they're heavy
Nice.
drinkers, you don't have to.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. They get drunk enough. You
yeah.
can do what you want.
Yeah, but start like not at the most inappropriate level. Like the
Yeah.
first one you got to do is hit on grandma.
Yeah, get on grandma, get on
Oh
then
my
mom.
God.
Try to talk them into a three-way after a few
Yeah.
drinks.
The older, the better. The older grandma
Yeah.
is, the better.
Listen, if you want to be sly about it, though, what you do is, you wear a nice pair of slacks, like dress pants, and you wear a nice shirt and a nice tie, but you wear a very large disposable diaper underneath your pants that like is visibly, you can tell that there's a diaper underneath your pants, and you just wear it. You wear it to dinner. You make sure everybody knows, and you talk about your diaper.
So you don't
No
even
one will
sexually-
fucking ever
they
want
won't
you
even
to
invite you
come to the
back.
fucking.
So you're
thing
getting
again.
it on the other side. You're
Yeah.
trying to. I see.
The
I
parent-
see.
the
Try
people
not
were
to get
like,
invited.
Please don't bring your husband.
You know
back
why
here
she's
to
right
share.
about this? She's probably right about this because in my scenario, if anybody digs him, all of a sudden they're just bugging him to come every fucking
Right,
year.
they want him to come.
Grandma needs to get some nook. Now let's.
true.
Oh,
It's
good
true.
point.
Just because
Yeah.
you're 85 doesn't mean you're not horny.
No, exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
We've come
Thank
the other
you.
side of that.
You
silliness.
want to make the family hate your husband.
Yes.
That's the
Anyway,
that's the
go
goal.
ahead.
By the way, someone did write something funny before when we were talking about the TV thing.
Yeah.
It says, I went 9 years without a wife, watch TV every night.
Good advice. Good advice.
All right, well, listen, I know it's late. Do you guys want to take a couple
Oh.
extra minutes and do?
We don't mind. I don't mind.
What's
as
the
long
matter
as we don't
with
go over
blank?
15.
Okay, what's the matter with blank? Let's do it. Suicide bombers.
Oh,
And
so
no,
timely.
It is not
so
too
timely.
Soon. Look,
We went a whole show without reaching this.
my best wishes go out to France. You know, just because. Look, I may be a little bitter about that World War II thing, but I'm just saying. I'm Jewish. We have a history, but I feel bad for what happened in France. But this suicide bomber thing is the whole idea behind it. Emery and I were talking. First of all, it doesn't make sense. They're not suicide bombers.
No, they're
correct,
not.
Emery?
I think we should rename them.
Yes.
They really are homicide bombers. That they're not suicide bombers.
Right.
We're focusing on the wrong thing. I don't give a fuck if someone kills themselves with a bomb.
Right.
What I care about is
collateral
the
damage.
collateral damage.
Yeah.
there you
So would it be homo-suicide? Like suicide homicide slash?
It would be homo suicide if they were only killing gay people.
There you
But-
go. Yeah, I don't think we can. I don't think we can portmanteau this particular set of words.
Yeah.
I think we just go with we focus on the real awfulness of it,
Right.
and we call them homicide bombers.
Everyone would actually really love it if they were truly suicide bombers.
Yeah.
Because
Just
it would be a
themselves.
problem taking care of themselves.
Sure.
It's like eventually they're gone.
Oh, look at this. Emery Emery is reading Charlie
I'm sorry.
Hebdo.
I'm sorry. Were we doing
Oh,
the show?
wait,
still?
let's put
wait.
up
Is this
pictures
where
of Muhammad, baby.
Muhammad? Oh, that's
That's-
it. That's
that's-
it. We're all dead. We're all
Yeah,
dead.
that's
We're
the
dead.
that's
If
the
they can catch
post-attack
us.
issue of Charlie Hebdo.
Yeah.
And is that Muhammad?
That's Muhammad.
Muhammad looks like he has two white balls on his head.
No
Yeah.
one really knows what Muhammad looks like.
Really?
I
Yeah,
like to
well,
draw him
because
as
we
a
just
stick
draw-
figure.
He doesn't look
Yeah.
like Ted Nugent, like Jesus?
Well, actually, the truth is there are paintings of him that are accepted
Classical.
in from the classic era that are accepted
Depictions,
depictions of him.
yes.
So there's kind of a double standard there too. There was a point in time, and there are billions of Muslims who are not offended by. We do another show called Ardent Atheists, and we study this stuff. There are billions of Muslims who are not offended by images.
Sure.
Of
Well, they're not radical fundamentalists. Is
Right.
what they're not.
Exactly. So the only people that depicting Muhammad in a cartoon or what have you upsets enough to make them do evil things and harm other people and innocent people are worthless pieces of shit. And we should all stand up to them. And so my take on this is
Heil Hitler.
no.
Oh,
no,
I thought that's
no.
what you were going to
No,
say.
stick to the anal rape jokes.
Oh, yes.
And
Sorry,
I-
Drew.
I believe every person of reason, every thinking person, should currently be posting the shit out of pictures of Muhammad.
Do you believe
Drawing them and
Disneyland
posting.
should have been closed today? Disney Paris. Do you think Disney Paris should have been closed today?
Yeah, I do. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a government deciding what's safest for the masses when psychotic people are running around.
Yeah, I'm even okay on cracking down on Islam and Muslims. I truly
Oh,
am.
cracking down on Muslims? What
Yeah,
does
yeah.
that mean?
In Europe, okay, yes, it is the more obviously it's the more extreme fundamentalist side of it. But if in your country, I'm sorry, like the madrasas where they're sort of radicalizing people, I think you do have to try and do
Well,
something about
I
it.
think you have to focus on people who commit crimes. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have to focus on every Muslim in Paris. I think that checking to see if someone is radicalized is an appropriate response. And when you find out that that's
and
happening,
the only way to do that is waterboard them.
no,
What do you go up to him and ask him? I mean,
Yeah.
no, you use the intelligence system to do that. You know, you focus on these individuals that show signs of radicalization, and then you put a man on them, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you have to do in these situations.
Put a man
What
on
we
Put a
do
man
not
on
do,
'em.
what we
Gay
do
him up a
on
little
them.
bit.
I'm
Well-
so in the wrong religion.
Yeah, right.
You could have had a man on you, Lang.
I know. I'm fucking up. I don't
Couple
know.
of men on you.
Yeah, Lang's got guns. I think she's radicalized. Put a man on her.
I like
Um,
this. This is actually very funny. For the one with the party, by the way, Trevor wrote, just get really drunk, whip it out, and start cock slapping everyone. And then
In the
someone
fucking
wrote,
face.
by the way, guys, suicide bombers were so last night.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Wow.
And then Muhammad was a child
Technically,
molester.
that was too late.
Fact.
Yeah,
wait,
that
wait,
is a
wait.
fact.
Who wrote that? The last night
Muhammad
joke.
was a child molester. That is a fact. Who wrote the last one?
Let's play this, bro.
Okay.
Now wait, child molester refers to, because remember, child molester can change era to era. In Muhammad's day, how old were the people?
She was
who-
8, right?
8?
9. She was 9.
9.
9?
Nine.
In that era, that was like a teenager.
Do you know the
So
age?
what?
Ew.
Yeah.
So fucking what?
Teenagers be
doesn't
looking
make it
fine and
okay.
shit.
We know about you then.
Yeah, this is child
know more about
molestation.
you.
No question.
Yeah. No, look, it is not an easy thing to decide. Like, if you have. Now, first of all, Europe
You can't
has
put
the
the
problem.
Japanese in internment camps.
You,
And
okay.
you can't do the same
I
thing
disagree.
to reasonable Muslims.
I disagree, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because your argument is, that's racial profiling. Putting the Japanese in internment
Yeah.
camps. So it's
Drew,
a horrible
Drew
thing to
drove
do.
a Honda.
No. My argument to that is, okay, it may not have been the right thing to do, but have you ever noticed just how polite Japanese people have been ever since?
I'd like to remind everybody you're listening to Bad Advice. That was
Was
Drew.
that wrong?
Drew Marks
That's
from
funny.
Bad
That's
Advice.
funny.
It's a very funny joke. Very funny. And I don't believe in inappropriate jokes. All you need to do is look at my Twitter feed last night. So I applaud your joke, and I disagree with you fundamentally.
He's a fundamentalist. Put a man on him. So yes, I think we can all agree that terrorists, and especially the suicide bombers, I like the idea that they're blowing themselves up. It's like just.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem that solves itself one at
Yeah.
a time. I like that. I'm
But,
okay with that. I hate that
they
they're
need
killing
to
people.
make smaller bombs.
Just to blow themselves up
Yeah.
and not.
Smaller
the
Go out
ones
to the
who-
desert and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but little
Yeah.
bombs.
Go blow yourself up out in the desert, in the
My
middle
only,
of nowhere.
my only issue with those guys is that they recruit children. They have these schools and these camps where they talk to children. They train children to grow up and have these beliefs.
That's
and
your only issue with
They're
it?
growing up to martyr.
Wait, how old are these children?
They're young.
Because depending on the era,
Oh my god.
They're slightly over 9.
that's like a teenager.
The other thing is, remember, this happened at a club that was playing, the name of the band.
I'll tell you the name of the band.
It was
the
Eagles
Eagles
of Death Metal.
Of death metal. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Eagles of Death Metal?
Yeah. Ironic
So-
name of a band.
Well, the
I heard that, and I don't know, it wasn't confirmed on the news, but I heard that one of the band members was killed.
that's
Yeah.
not
What
true.
the hell's the
It's not
Eagles
true.
of
That's not
the
That's
true.
good
Eagles of
news.
Is that like, welcome to the Hotel California?
I haven't gone and clicked on a link yet. I fear that's what it is. And for that reason alone, you gotta kind of go, it's not all bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone wrote to Sal's thing about the era. The 12-year-old girls and 12-year-old Scotch is what made America great.
Wow.
These listeners are horrible.
Yes.
But they're our listeners. Well,
Welcome to
listen,
Bad
guys.
Listeners.
Yeah, welcome. Another episode of Bad Listeners. Well, listen, guys, make sure, again, get your shirts, send in your pictures so we can put them up on the website. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Bad Advice. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3. Lang Parker, what you got going on? Anything?
No.
Where's your Twitter account, baby?
Oh, Lang Comedy.
That's
Go
how you
there.
can find
Yes.
LANGE comedy.
No E.
No E.
LANG
comedy. That's
Yes.
the @ for Twitter. That's how you find Lang, and she's amazing.
She is very funny. Sal Rodriguez.
Check out my YouTube channel where I review all kinds of stuff, namely toys and action figures at youtube.com/Salvador Los Angeles.
Emery Emery II. You can find everything I do there.
Heather Henderson without the N because Twitter is jerks.
Yeah.
At Drew's Bad Advice on Twitter. Go to our Facebook page and thebadadvicepodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe for free to iTunes or any of the multiple places you can catch our podcast. I want to thank everybody for listening as always.
And
We'll
tune every
see you
day.
next
Tune
week.
in every Saturday at 2 if you want to catch us live.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
That's exactly
Okay.
right.
Love you. We'll see you later.
I'd like
Bye.
to point out that we did not go over 15 minutes, Sal.
Oh, yeah.